Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Zanglers from CZT Jody Genovese. Okay, this one is a little different. I've looked at this one a bit and I just thought, let's give it a try. It's kind of neat. All right, starts off with kind of a dotted line. Or I should say a gapped line. And you can leave these gaps, however big you want them. Okay. Next step is we're just going to draw some shapes underneath here. I'm going to do like I did in the step out, just kind of like two curved lines, and then let's do like an S ish flamey type shape. Okay, then you know what? Let me turn. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that way I'm drawing, and then you're seeing more straight up than it is sideways. Okay, there we go. Then, now this is the part where you can decide how far up you want it to go. Like, so how far do you want these guys to be hanging over the edge? Yeah, if you do or not. And you could also, depending, like this one is a little longer. Let's do this. We'll have this will kind of go, yeah, right in line there. But then when it comes to here, that one's hanging over. So that's kind of a neat effect that you could do. Or, you could have made them both longer or this shorter. You get the idea. All right. Now the next part, I really had to look close, and I think I got this right. Oh, and by the way, step outs are in the description section. And I have trouble sometimes. I was just trying to find the description section on a video. And if you go to the right-hand side of the screen, now it depends on what you're viewing this on. All I saw was like a little down arrow, like a little, what do they call it? A caret, like this at the end of be the far right, kind of like in line with I think my name or the title, something like that. And then that's where the description section is. So if you've been wondering all of this time, and like I said, that was on a desktop. Okay. So it depends on what kind of a device you're working on. So and you'll see when you look at Jody's step out there. So here's what I have, and I split this up into two steps, just because I felt like it needed it. So doing kind of like a curve line here, like we're making well, I don't know what you call it, kind of like a petal shape ish, something like that, and staggering down. And this, it really looks like you can have as much fun with this as you want. I think this is supposed to be like the cavernous, or like this is the insides. Like if you were breaking this open and twisting it, that's my best guess. And of course, I didn't didn't read the description, so I'm gonna go back and read what's written. This is on the Tangle Pattern site. I forgot what I did that on. I can't remember if I made a joke of it. Okay, then we're gonna do it from the other side. But okay, so this we're scaling down, and I'll finish my story in a second. This we're scaling down this way. This one we're kind of doing it the opposite, but we want to leave a little gap here. So maybe like just one or two, something like this. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same on the other side. And do take a look, because maybe you'll get a better idea of what should be done there. And I think just like everything's Zentangle, it's up to you. You can put your own take on it, but that was my idea on that. Okay, and then from the other side, and what I was doing on this other side is I'm lining them up with the ones that I've already done. For the most part, this one I skipped one because I had a little skinny one in there. And let's do like that. Yeah, because I just had trouble. Like I said, you take a look. I had trouble seeing it. And hey, and Jody, if you ever watch this, maybe let us know in the comments, or connect with me, so that way I make sure I'm explaining it right. Okay. So once we have that, and again, any shapes that you want, and if you're doing this on a longer uh, or a longer piece of this, as many as you want. And there are examples on the For More Inspiration link, so do take a look. All right. Then this is just really texture, so we're just going to put some fine lines in. And I'm doing them really light. Actually, I should do them from this way coming out because, well, no. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I can overshoot and land on my blotter page here, and that's fine, but I don't like to overshoot the other way. And it's like, well, while I can do it this way, why not? And I'm going to dare say, if you wanted to, you could leave a little sparkle, and maybe I'll do that on this one when I get towards the middle. And again, I like doing it with a really light touch. Oops. This is a sparkle where you just like leave a little gap. And actually, you could do it throughout. It is kind of a neat technique. I think it makes it look kind of weathered-ish. And since these are really light lines, it kind of adds to the look. Now I wish I had done it over here. Oh well. And the really light lines and just letting the pen, just as I have said, like tickle the page. It also it makes it where it doesn't really matter. I'm going to fill these in since I didn't do it other places very carefully. It doesn't matter as much if they're even or, because they end up being a little bit wiggly just because it's light. And to me, I think it just adds a really, really neat texture. Okay, doing the light touch. Because you could, if you wanted to, put it down and put the pen down and make, a hard, so it would be like that versus that. So one of those, up to you. All right, so then for some shading, first off, we're going to just put some above, where we did this first row. So that way it gives that some depth. And let's take a look at what that's going to look like. Yep. So that it, like I said, it makes it, it pushes this into the background. Then we're going to just put some on either side. And this, I kind of went a little bit lighter. We'll see. I have a graphite still on the end of this tortillon. I try to use it periodically, just from what's left on there. Look at how that just came to life. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Sorry. It's just really, really cool. All right. And then, of course, you can play with it. But it is kind of neat, just, having this be more of the stark white. So it does look like, it's something that's been broken open. But yeah, really, really cool tangle. I like the neat 3D effect, 3D or realistic effect. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Just really, really cool. So this would be a nice border tangle, or if you have a string and you want to do something kind of cool in between. I'm also picturing how this could be kind of neat, depending on what you were doing with it. Like as a okay, so there's a tangle called Stones, and I think that on our Tangle Addict site, I think we launched that. I don't know if that is on anywhere else. It might not be. So you can look that up. I'm sure I know I have a video, but I could see like doing like this would be a garden, the top of a wall, and then you could have some organic tangles coming out and like spilling. This would be part of the spilling over. I know that's what I was picturing. I'm going to have to play with that myself. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, would love to have a thumbs up on the video. Also, feel free to share it. And if you enjoyed it enough to see more, I'd love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that is free. If you are interested in classes, I also do classes every week, sometimes twice a week. Most of them are, well, I should say, well, yeah, most of them are free. I have a weekly class, and I do them 2 times. So you'll see when you go to my website, click on classes/sessions, and that's tangleaddicts.com, and you will see probably what we just had, and then you get a sample. I try to keep them around at the same times. Some of them, especially the classes that I charge for, those are a little bit longer because they're a little bit more bigger project, more in depth, things like that, and it's just the nature of that. So anyway, you'll get a good sample. Would love to have you join us. We have a lot of fun. Also in the description section, link to our Facebook group. So if you are looking for a really nice supportive community, we would love to have you. And with that, I think I covered everything. And I wish you happy tangling. Thanks for watching.